And hello, and welcome to all the people who are back as normal. You'll notice today, instead of a chat box, we have a floating face. And that floating face is Matt Trumpets, who, if you watch me do the Remain Indoors podcasts, you have seen there. Matt is joining us all the way from New York, so this is now an international streaming session. And he's here because we thought we'd enjoy playing some Myst together. So feel free to heckle him as much as you heckle me. And say hello, Matt.
Hey, everybody. It's going to be loads of fun to embarrass myself terminally in front of Dr. Holding here.
Get the PhD in early. Right. Sorry for the little delay on getting the stream started there. I just suddenly went to click go and it went, sorry, none of your hardware is available for encoding. So we'll see how this goes because I had to switch over to the software encoder because apparently my graphics card is just dominated by the awesome graphics of Myst or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Things I didn't try.
And yes, chat room, I can see everything you're writing, but I don't have a Twitch login, so I cannot respond to you except for verbally. So, hello, everybody.
So without anything else, I'm going to click new game.
I realized the moment I fell into the fissure that the book would not be destroyed as I had planned. It continued falling into that starry expanse of which I had only a fleeting glimpse. I've tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my Myst book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written.
Okay. Click on the book.
Well, there's your first mistake. We should clearly head off to the pub first.
And there we go. So that video was amazing when it first happened. I remember 3D.
Yeah, I want to say we played this maybe in the late 90s or early 2000s.
I think it was, yeah, late 90s. I can't believe it was 2000s.
Well,
so here we are, the island of Myst. Oh, it's even got birds.
oh, look at that. I wonder if they're tasty.
1993, there you go, Matt. We're all older. Ooh,
Yeah, well, I didn't even have a computer till 97 or 98, so.
oh, so I had a computer in the house early 80s, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, growing up, because my dad was a scientist, we did have a computer in the early 80s. But in terms of affording my own personal one, once I moved to New York.
Yeah, no, I didn't have one at primary school. Right.
Yeah.
How did we fly in? I don't know. I also don't know where we found the book in the intro sequence. Right, now I
Oh,
remember,
this is nice.
remember having to go into this little room with a little pool and a button. See, I remember this.
That's good. I don't remember anything, but I'm older than you.
I remember this being far less important than it seems. Yes, it's a space age hot tub. And then there's some codes on here. So 40, 67, and 47. So it's on 67. So let's try 40.
Sure, what could possibly go wrong?
I don't remember this game killing you. Except for maybe with the loud beeps.
I don't remember this being a killing kind of a game. I remember this being an endlessly stuck at the same step kind of game.
That's what I remember too. Like, I expect it just not to work. Oh no, it did work.
That's not encouraging.
I can keep a code in my head for 30 seconds.
That's good.
So that's entirely useless, but well,
It's kind of pretty.
Yeah. I mean, that was
Yeah.
in '93. That was mind blowing. So we've done topological extrusion. We did
Yep.
the water pools what we came in on. So 47.
Well, now you made it angry.
I'll say, Tom, you had a Commodore 64. I never had a Commodore. Just had a PC. Oh, well, that's a marker switch, which I think is actually important. Like, we need to know what they are, but I know what they are because, well, they're switches. Right.
Yep.
So is there anything this way? Nope. There's a sunken boat. I remember that. So my memory is these things are all places there are books for worlds to go to. There's a marker switch. Now I have no idea if it's on or off. Let's go look at the gears. These are so rubbish in terms of 3Dness, but also amazing.
Yes, well, at the time, as you rightly know, it was remarkable to see graphics like that. But much like watching movies with your children that you remember from your childhood, they will just rubbish them endlessly.
Well, that's why I got someone older than me to play the game with.
Yeah, well done.
That's the right way to go. Right. Oh, paper. Ooh, walking forward to paper. Enter the number of marker switches on this island into the imager to retrieve the message. Okay, so we know there's 2. We just need to keep counting. There's no inventory in this, is there? No. Right. Ooh, door. Ah, it's a dentist.
Oh, here we go.
Light switch.
The planetarium.
You're right. It's a dentistry planetarium.
I know me a planetarium when I see one.
With buttons.
Change the date, change the stars.
Yep. Ooh. But I have no idea what we should put in there, so... Just turn the lights off the next dentist appointment. Yeah, well that's no, that's nothing, that's nothing. Right, magical dentist.
All right, then.
Good to know. That was our third, I think.
Switch, yeah.
Yeah.
Was that not a list of them back in the water pool?
No, it
I
gave
couldn't
us a
quite
list
see
of
because I'm
gave us a list of
got
things
a
to
tiny,
do.
tiny screen.
And codes, but it didn't say there was a list of switches. It just said what one looked like.
Oh, it just said, okay, that's what that was. All right. So we're down to, we've got 3 so far.
Yep, I better get some of those going. Some funky tally chart action going on. As I try and remember how to write notes on an iPad. Should have got paper.
Planetarium. Yes. Planetarium.
The other good thing about being an old game is it's not so big that we'll get lost. Right.
This is true.
Let's go in
You ever
here.
get lost in Minecraft? That's the worst.
I mean, I just cheat and fly up to the sky. Though I have had my kids lose the stuff they've built and get upset, and that is the worst. Right, I guess. Well,
Oh, we found a map.
and that's the boat, that's the gears, that's the planetarium, and that's here.
Right.
So I guess the marker switches mark the things on this map. And this thing's flashing.
Oh. We've just rotated our tower.
Ooh! the laser beam goes red. No, I'll leave it on there because that's got to be important.
Yeah, I would think so.
Don't know which one's important.
Well, there were two of them that were, there were two directions that were red.
I could completely lost my bearings. Right, yeah. So the directions of red seem to be when it's over the top of a building. So the mast of here and the top of the gears. Didn't do it for planetarium, so I guess that's different somehow. Right. Yeah, it seems to be going red on things which are things we can mark, but that's not true for the planetarium. So we'll find out. But the gears and the boat definitely have a book in them, so it's probably going red on the books. This is
Could be. Speaking of books,
I seem to remember this is the only characters you get to meet.
You'd think they'd have better materials by now. Last longer with less degradation.
Okay. So I recall.
Ooh.
All I can make out is him saying, "Bring me a red page," which my memory is yes, red pages. And this is another person with blue pages. Yeah, so there's nothing there. Put the page in it.
It's going to tell you to bring blue pages, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I think we can assume that's going down the blue page route, but slightly less eloquently with his friend. Right. So I've done Command and Conquer. Yeah, Kane's story was weird. He wasn't actually Kane in the end, I remember, which completely confused me. Right, I've got lost in this room, right. So we haven't looked at these yet.
Okay.
Let's look. So let's do anything. It beeps. Does this do anything? It does a early 90s morphing effect.
Ooh. Well, now you've done it.
There's only one option.
Better hope nobody sees that before we can fix it.
Why does no one make a straight passageway? Look, I mean, look at that. Look at that chunky workmanship. Right. Can we go around the side? No. I do like the fact that, like, the door handle does something. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we're going to it. We are.
Library?
Well, I thought we were in a library, though.
Maybe there's more to the library than we knew. Or maybe it was telling us we were in the library and we're headed to the other place. Whatever that is.
The tower?
Tower, indeed.
So, book.
Looky there.
Gears.
So,
and the marker
yep.
switch. So that fits with my idea. Can we walk around here? No. Can we walk around here? And a key. Right, I have no idea what that means, but I'm writing that down. So that's gears is 2 minutes 40, 221.
I remember lots of this.
but that's... Anything else? Key. Right.
Here, look at that.
So maybe it's the time for the dentist. Well, yeah, but I need more than a time for the dentist. But I think you're right. We will find something. So we've got two options. I see we either go and try the other tower on the other time it went red, or
Yeah.
we start just turning on all the marker switches and then come back here and do it all in one go.
Hmm.
I'm not sure which is better, to be honest.
Well, it seems like the quickest thing would be to move the tower, because the tower mover is in the library. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that quite quickly. I can. What's this kind? Ooh,
Yeah. So
that's going to be interesting. The door shut, but
Oh. Oh. One thing at a time.
all the tower was that picture, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's for ship master. It goes red on.
Yep.
And then I should be able to.
Let's go see what that did.
Clicking furiously.
And then we can go account for all the marker switches. And then none of that will do anything useful, and we'll have to start all over again.
But we'll be trapped in there forever. So another book. In the crow's nest
Yep,
or something.
there's your mast.
Don't want to lift, want to go around. Oh, no, that's key. Ah, that looks more useful. What were you doing on October 11th, 1984? Definitely dentist appointment time. Yeah, well, it's the
Oh,
only...
these are obviously for the planetarium thing. Because remember, it had dates and times where you could put them in.
Yeah, no, we can definitely put these in there. And I mean, I'm with Chris. Absolutely fit. The unless they're really devious, but I don't know. 9,791. Wow. 6. This is where I realised in half an hour's time I can't read my handwriting, but that's fine. Have you got them down? Or...
Yeah, I've got them noted down.
Cool.
Although it's just paper and pencil for me because I'm very old.
I got an iPad to write stuff down on because I was fed up with losing the bits of paper.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, no, I understand that. It's never the same, though. Never the same.
None of 230. Yeah, missed opportunity by the developers.
Hmm. Missed opportunity. Oh, very clever.
I wish I could take...
Very
take that.
clever.
Chris, you know, you're here, so when we get a maths question, you can solve it for us. We know you're ready. Right, so, I don't think there's anything else on here that works. Yeah. Just makes a really annoying noise.
Yeah.
So, door doesn't open. Ooh, fireplace gets bigger. Ooh, I can sit in it. Oh, there's a button.
That's cozy. I think you might have to close the elevator route to get out the other route. Oh, well, hello. Who are you?
It's Minesweeper.
You sunk my battleship.
I mean, I'm guessing the puzzle isn't click on every single possible square. Yeah. Worth knowing.
Well, there you go.
So let's close the staircase then. Ah, so that beeps. Does this one no longer beep? Ah, high tech. We have 2 maths degrees in the chat. One of you can do the maths stuff for me. Okay. We'll check another different. We could go back and click on every single one. Let's go and do the marker switches. I know we got the. I want to do the dentist stuff, but I kind of want to do that. So that's another one. My tally chart will go on. So this. What's it? Ah, there's a boat.
The model boat. It didn't do any better than the real boat, did it?
No. And these are a maple leaf.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is stuff here.
Yeah.
I think there's too many to write them all down. When we start finding animals, we might write them down and come back. There's a marker switch there. Is there anything around here? No.
Oh, there's something.
Butterflies.
Birds.
On. So that's another one. So we're at 5.
Yep, that's what I got.
Let's not go down here because I think if we're going to start another puzzle, I think we're going to start doing the dentist chair. There's one which I can't turn on. That's interesting. I need
Yeah,
the
there's a
box
big
up.
red button right there.
Yeah.
Always push the red button.
240. We had a time, didn't we? Let's try that.
Yeah, 240.
Didn't know where to put that.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's gone to 3. Okay. Yes, and then 40. Ooh, I'm not ready for this one. It should be 6, shouldn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. That looks 2, 40. Yeah, I can read analog clocks, really. I can.
Mm,
Is that 240? Oh, no, I don't know how to read a clock.
I think you've got it backwards.
Yeah, you know what I did? I thought the big one would be the hours because it's
The long one is the
but
minutes,
it's
the short
actually-
one is the hours.
Yeah, I know the hand. It's just I flipped it on the For some reason, yeah, it felt like it should be different. Oh well. I'm here to make everyone else feel superior.
The chat is having a very good time with all of this, I can report.
I can see a lot going on there. At 240. Right, okay.
Hello.
Tick next to that. And then gears have appeared, which clearly makes sense. So I can now turn that one on. And open the door.
Ooh.
And we have what? 221.
221, yeah.
Okay, this looks fun. So that turns the bottom 2. And this... What's this do? Oh, that restarts it. Okay.
231. You'd think that'd be close enough.
Ooh, it did something weird then. So if I do this and hold it, it then turns the middle one. Okay.
Now we just need to get the top one to 2.
Yeah, so let's try that again. So if I hold it till it goes down to 31.
There you go.
Wow, I'm a genius. I'm not ready. I couldn't do a clock 5 seconds ago.
It's the brain juice. I can see it's helping you.
Yep. It's a good Merlot. It's not a good Merlot. It's bought from Sainsbury's. What are you drinking there? You on whiskey or apple juice?
And Jameson's.
Jameson's.
Maybe they'll sponsor us now. I
I
said their
mean-
name out loud on a Twitch stream. That's got to be worth, like, something.
Yeah. If I was going to take a Twitch sponsor, it would be whiskey, to be honest. Everyone else gets energy drinks. Right.
I can't believe it. They sell 1.75 liter bottles for like $48 in my discount liquor store. It's unbelievable how cheap it is
Is it
relative to any other whiskey I could possibly buy.
Right.
And it's good. I like Jameson's,
Yeah, I may have to buy a bottle. I haven't had it for a while. We got a bottle the other day and it was terrible, but it was in a local store and it was cheap and it was terrible. The
Ah.
best cheap whiskey I've gotten is only cheap because the price is in Tokyo. You can go in a supermarket and buy whiskey that they don't export because it's too good. Chris, you should go to Tokyo. They sell like 5-liter
I'm
bottles
now
of alcohol.
very jealous. Yeah.
Right. So there's another one.
God. That makes 6.
Chris is
7.
asking, was that a 2-liter bottle of whiskey you got? Or was...
That would be correct. Yes.
I remember Kim had like a 2-liter bottle of ouzo at some point. I was like, well, not her personally.
Oh gosh, this is bringing back memories.
I remember that squeaky noise.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, and there's a safe. I mean, we can... Who wants to sit through all 999 codes? If I was stuck on this island, I would so do that. Yeah, I remember your housemate had a ridiculous bottle of ouzo, which was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
So we found 7.
Yep.
These woods are a little bit hard to navigate. Ooh, as I click off the window. Okay, let's come back. Right. So there is a way in there. I do want to look at the box. Oh, now we're going in there. Box art. Ooh, did we go to the space rocket? That looks
No,
new.
I don't think we've been to the space rocket yet. Oh, that would be another one.
Your old friend. I can't remember why the space rocket. I think I was very
Eventually-
disappointed it doesn't fly. Right. So what we were meant to be doing is counting the number of them to then put on here. So unless I've missed something in the woods because I couldn't really go down it, I got 8.
That's what I got.
Let's go back to...
So we know the minimum number is 8. And then we can just keep adding if we've missed one until we get it right.
Actually, that's useful because it tells us if we missed something we should.
Catherine, my love, I have to leave quickly. Something terrible has happened. It's hard for me to believe. Most of my books have been destroyed. Catherine, it's one of our sons. I suspect Achenar, but I shouldn't leap to conclusions. I'll find him and Cirrus as well. Oh, I should have known better than to have left my library unchecked for so long. Well, I've removed the remaining undamaged books from the library and placed them in their places of protection. You shouldn't have to use the books until I return. But if you've forgotten the access keys, remember the tower rotation. Oh, and don't worry, Catherine. Everything will be fine. I'll see you shortly. Oh, wait, and erase this message after you viewed it, just to be safe.
Well, 2 things we learnt is Catherine never got the message, and he has a favourite son.
Yeah.
Totally blame.
Very clear.
So we're doing the right things for the tower rotation. Oh, the gears are open.
Well, hello.
Ooh. I'm
We
not going
found
to
a book
touch
in a
that.
place of protection.
Yeah.
I think we opened the places of protection. Is what we did.
Yeah, I'm going to open the place of protection. Partly because I want to do the dentist stuff we found.
Yeah.
I would feel sad to run off and leave this. And I'm guessing it's not easy to get back. Right, so let's go to the dentist. So... Let's turn the volume down because that's pretty beepy, annoying. 8, 11... Where's the year? Oh, that's the year. It was on year 0. 1984. This could get really
Oh, that's
annoying.
annoying.
Yeah, well... Oh, that's not so bad. That could have been a lot worse.
That sound is just like so pleasing.
Well, you get a different stream. I've turned it down on the live stream, but just send it over the Zoom call. You get... I can, but it's too many controls. 10:04. Oh no, I pulled the wrong one. Oh, nearly swore. Oh my god, that's mirrored the one in the clock. Oh, you're saying the thing that opened up was the one that was in the clock? Yes. Yeah, no, it did, didn't it? Better than the Lobservatory? What's the Lobservatory? 10:04 a.m.
That's the Lobster Observatory. The Lobservatory.
We need more lobster observatories. Lobsters are great. They've got blue blood and everything. They're like mini volcans or something. No, I'm just useless, Kim. That's the problem. 10:04. I know what's going to happen. We're going to get some
roasting
stars.
you tonight.
I always get roasted. They love me. They're my friends, so they roast me. Right.
Oh, that explains everything.
No, I tell you what that is, and I'm not sure about this. That's a maple leaf. It's a star sign, isn't it? I'm not convincing you, am I?
It's just all dots to me.
I mean, it could say, look, I think that's a 1, 2, 3 points of a maple leaf. That's the back two, so that makes it 5, and that's the tail. But it could equally be a stingray. It could be the plough having gone for an interstellar incident. I'm not sure.
All right.
But I'm going for maple because that's the thing I saw earlier.
Well, we did see the leaf sign outside, so maybe that's related. Oh, the chat room is giving us some help here and saying that they're 100% on a maple leaf.
Yeah, but the person who's most pro maple leaf is Canadian.
Oh, well. Priors and all that.
So, January 17th. 12:07. I mean, are you still in Canada when you get to where you are? That's the question. You're so far over. Does it still count as Canada? That's the question. I nearly said where you live before. That's probably not the thing to put on not on a stream. 5:46. Fine. Cool. AM or PM?
AM. Yeah, and stingrays are very cool. We went to Marine Observatory one time, and they had like little baby stingrays, and they'd come around, and my daughter put her hand in, and they all just gravitated to her hand. It was kind of interesting.
Oh, cool.
They ignored all the adult hands, and they just went right to hers.
They're the best hands, the most succulent to eat. Not so sure what that is. I'm going to draw it. That is a square of a little triangle.
Yeah. I want to say crossbow, but
Oh Oh, it could be, couldn't it? Like, that could be the bow, and that could be the arrow that way. Yeah. See if there's a bow. I mean, your imagination's good.
That's all I got at this point.
Bow or snake. Or
There
how
was
many-
a snake sign out well, because I'm thinking of those signs that they had out that turned red and green.
I mean, I think we've got a limited number of animals it can be, or objects. 23rd. So I think we may be able to do this. Or there is actually somewhere we can look these up.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say in the library, but the library didn't seem to have any books. It's a honey badger. I don't know what a honey badger looks like.
Almost so close. Oh, too far.
It's like there's a game in it. This was for 6:57 p.m. Just to,
Yeah, this is the PM one. Yeah.
throw it out there. So I typed the wrong time in. But I'm pretty sure we did get a star sign there because it takes a while.
Well, that confused it.
It's sort of Cassiopeia with a done a poo. I'm
Maybe.
age 3. That's what we've just learned there. Right. We totally got that. It's not too bad to draw that one at least. It's a bikini or Yoda. Well, to be honest, Cassiopeia having done a poo was not exactly
Yoda
hitting
and
out
a
of the park.
bikini. Okay, good.
So we have an emu, whatever that is. Ooh,
Right.
that makes a very pleasing noise as I go over it, unlike the horrible beeps earlier. Okay. How many books? So emu's the first one. Very confusing how it works. Cross. Maple leaf. What's that? Okay, it doesn't show you it's on. That's really confusing. But
It doesn't stay a color. That's fascinating. There's your arrow.
Yeah, but it doesn't have a bow, does it? Let's go with it.
No, doesn't.
Well, it's not going to kill us, so we have to come back and change it. But let's go with that because it's the best idea we've got. Turn round. Ooh.
Boat anchor.
Was that what Cassiopeia was? It wasn't really big enough on the bottom. Spider.
Singing anchors away.
Didn't have enough legs for a spider. Snake. So you totally get the snake. And an eye?
So you think the thing is you have to dial it up in the observatory, then go push the button while it's dialed up?
Well, they stay the color when you click them. But they don't stay the color unless you're hovering over them, which is just slightly unhelpful. So that's like red, but the snake will still be green when I hover over it, I think. Yeah. So I'm just going to go try the anchor, because there's only, what, how many? Wasn't that one. So that was anchor. Maple leaf.
Yeah.
And snake. But I mean, I'm not convinced about the maple leaf. Oh, actually,
Well?
could that be a spider, not a anchor? Oh, my mouse cursor's gone. So by
something has happened.
pure, like that could be a spider. Something has happened. Something happened there. Ooh. Happy boat times.
Our ship is afloat.
So now, if Chris was right. Yay, we have an actual boat. I've always wanted a boat. Another book.
Indeed.
You're not seeing my drawings, Kim. They're far too rubbish. There's right. So, oh, we need to just do more tower stuff, don't we?
Yeah.
That's tower. Right. Oh wow! So we did that one. We've done that one. And so the tree does something. And the rocket did something. Yeah, we're at 4 places. I guess so, because those two were the boat. That linked to that. So
that's a new. So we have 2 new ones now.
yeah. So we didn't find the, but we never found.
That's a new line.
Yeah,
And so was the rocket ship.
So there's 4 books, I'm guessing.
Well, let's go see what it's pointing at, and we
Ooh.
can go there.
Just noticed there are books in the library. That's a lot of reading. Okay,
Boring.
ooh. Stone ship age. Could be really important. Might not be. Gears. Yeah, they look vaguely important, but I think it's too much to read. And that looks vaguely unimportant. Just running for star signs.
That looks
right
kind of destroyed. Yeah.
Well, he said his sons have destroyed it and he put the rest in safety. But
Yep.
it was like very conveniently the books that tell you what's going on in the different places and the ones that take you there survived. You wanted to compare the pictures? Okay. Can I do this? I'm not sure I can do this. See, there you go. That's what I have. I don't think they were works of art. See that maple leaf? That's amazing. Maple leaf stingray. Right. Ooh, I've just grabbed the entire game window. Let's put that back in. Let's play the actual game. Okay, so I can't remember what we pointed this at, but it will tell me, won't it? Because it will be out the window.
Yep.
You should work out to save as well.
Mhm.
So, book, tree. Didn't actually work out how to get to that tree though. I saw it. Yeah, we never went to it, but it's next to the hut I put on the marker switch. It had 2 buildings. And on the front of the box is a massive tree. And I know what that code's for, because that will be the safe in the hut, won't it?
Yep, that will be.
I mean, it looks so easy now. Wait till we get to the puzzles I have no residual memory for. Because I'm sure that's what I'm running on right now. So we did, about a year ago, we did Indiana Jones, and I could remember most of the puzzles in that. There was only a couple of times I got stuck. And it wasn't like I actually knew them, I just, having played it as a kid, somehow they were...
Right.
Because there's one bit we
Still
did...
stuck in your head.
There's one bit we did which was like different because you can take different paths. And yeah, that got a little bit touch and go. It's like, I don't know. Rocket ship. I like the rocket ship. The 2 showed up, so the marker switches I think make the things appear on the map. So the red lines aren't the marker switches. The red lines only appear on, so lots more buildings turned up, but the red lines only appear for the things that are turned up with marker switches, Chris. Sorry, with a book as well. But I still think you need to turn all of them on to make... I suppose you don't. I suppose you could just not have them on the map, but it's kind of useful. Right, so this should be a rocket ship. Look at that. It's
Yep.
beautiful. And let's go down here. 59 watts. I have no idea where to use that. Yeah, see, this is why I wish I had a pen. My iPad pencil decided to run out of battery. Right, okay, so I'll leave the pencil to charge up for a moment, because that's technology at its best. Yeah, the tree is the thing we haven't actually seen. I don't quite know how. So the tree and the hut must share a marker switch, but that's a bit weird because nothing else so far has shared a marker switch, Chris. I'm not quite sure what's going on. So we have 724. Let's go and do the 724.
Yep.
And I need to open the door. No, it's not that one. You would have thought he'd keep some like secret books behind the secret book door. Right, so the tree was there was like a path. Oh, down somehow. Uh-huh.
Well, that solves everything.
So this seemed to turn gas on earlier. Uh-huh.
I wonder if this is where the 59 watts comes in.
Well, that was for the rocket. So but we can see if we can find a path to that tree. So, oh, there's the tree. Can I go? Ooh, that was sneaky.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that goes a long way around. It was blow up at some point.
The excitement of a very slowly turning wheel.
Oh, it stopped. That was excitement for you.
Gasp.
I don't know what's going to do to a tree. Make it explode? Ooh.
Well, something be
Ooh,
happening.
ooh, ooh, ooh.
What have you done now?
Don't know. I'm going in it.
It seems like an excellent plan.
I have no way down. I've got a button. I've got a doorbell. That's clearly what I need.
Indeed. It's just like my daughter and I visiting any foreign place. Climb to top of all tall things.
I mean, they charge you so much for now because they know everyone will. Okay, we're at the top. Can't look up. Can't look down. Tokyo Skytree is really impressive. We didn't go up Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower is like the old fancy copy of the Eiffel Tower, but in airline bright orange so you don't crash into it in a plane. Well, I can
Enlightening.
see stuff. Go down. Ooh.
And that's that for that. Well, that was a fun ride.
Okay, now it's going up by itself. But it came from under the ground, didn't it?
Yeah.
So wait for it to go all the way up and see if I can ride it down underground.
Maybe.
What could go wrong? Just get trapped in and coffin underground forever. I mean, it's going to take me like a year to get that switch off, so probably won't work. Oh, there's even a picture of a tree there in case you can work it out. Unless the pressure's now gone up. classy puzzle, isn't it?
Oh, there we go.
Oop.
Better run outside. Go find that tree.
I've got this. It's a lot of tension.
It's all down to you and your exquisite mouse control.
It won't let me in yet. Uh-huh.
Bingo.
What could possibly go wrong? I'm going to be entombed down here. And there's the book. With dramatic music. Right. Oh, that's useful. There's a way up. You could just give me a key or something. Back door.
Yeah, I guess so.
I vote we don't come back here until we absolutely have to.
Yeah. If it means listening to that noise incessantly, then yeah.
Hi, Ed. Thanks for popping by. We're actually doing quite well. We found 3 books. We know where the 4th one is. It's not in there. It's in the spaceship. But what can we do at the spaceship? We know that's on. Oh, does the door open? Has a power line. Let's follow that.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a ladder on that.
There we go.
There's a ladder and a switch. Is that it? Go down here. Oh, no.
It's going to be the thing where we have to start it, then throw every last one of those stupid switches to get it to work.
Yeah, I think it's too much to ask for a circuit breaker. That's it, you're done. Ooh, but we haven't been down here. Ah, more dramatic music and more slightly scary staircases. I think we found your 59 watts.
Could be. Looks about right.
5, 9, 16, 19, 8, 22, 7, 2, 1.
Oh, this is going to be one of these math puzzles, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do we need to get to?
59. I guess if we go over, it's bad. So best write them down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Five. Nine. 16. 19. 22. Sorry for not doing my logical route. 8. 7. 2. 1. 10. And we're aiming for 59. So that's a good set of numbers. It's countdown conundrums, but without square roots. So 29. Already gone over. Oh, no.
So 10 to 8. It's 20. 25 makes 45. 5 makes 50, and then the 9 makes 59.
So what you do? 10, 8, 9.
So there's an 8 and a 2 and a 10,
Yep.
and then a 25, and then a 5, and then a 9.
25. Was there a 25?
I thought there was.
Did I get
Maybe you had
22.
two pressed at the same time. Oh, sorry. You must have had two.
Yeah.
No, I have 22, then I had 25 next to 16.
Uh,
How did that happen?
16. 19. All but 25 is a 9 and 16 together. So
You can do the 9 and 16. Oh, no, that doesn't. Then that takes you out of your thing.
thanks, Opal. I'll look into that. Right. So, Chris, what were you suggesting? You said all but something.
It was. He's saying it was a combo. Yeah, that's why.
But he also gave a solution because his maths is quicker.
All but 22, 16, and 21.
All but. Sorry, I wasn't. I was reading chat at the same time. All but 22.
16 and 21. Think question mark.
So all but so that'll be 5.
I don't have the right numbers, so
9.
I can not really be too helpful here.
That's not that. 19. 8. Not 22. So that's 2 there, so 7. 7 plus 10 is. We're going 59, right? Yep, this looks like it's going to work. And then that's a 1 according to my thing. Nothing's happened.
Nope.
Oh, there's. That isn't what they. Did they really? No, they didn't give that at all, did they? That's lies.
So now we have to go through all those switches.
I'm going to check the spaceship
All right.
because I don't know what those switches do. If I can find the path. Well, thank you, Chris, for being the person who could do maths, and Matt for nearly being the person who could do maths, but I gave him enough information to make him look stupid. Yeah. Oh!
Well, hello.
I did not expect it to work when it was shot. Right, so that means... Oh, there's a lever in there, so it's actually a book in there. Oh. Oh. This is not
Oh,
done.
dear. Octave lower. Ba-da-da-da-dum.
Right.
It's the C, the octave below that,
Oh, that's...
that the switches were,
Oh.
I think.
Well,
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. I mean, I don't know that it's...
There's something, there's a clue we're missing for this one. But there was nothing in the tower.
Yeah, I thought we were just supposed to match the tones on the keyboard. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let's try.
But I don't have perfect pitch, so...
Yeah, no, I don't remember having that.
Oh, hello. That's going to be fun.
I think we need to have a we need to know. I think this is to find out what the notes are. Or you play it there. Right. So the only suggestion I've got is I did find a book on each of the places. Like there's one on the gears and stuff, and we haven't needed them yet. So one on the spaceship. That's not on the spaceship. That's on the... Wait. That's the spaceship. Please be something in here. Ah!
51423.
I'm not the musical person here, but I'm going to have to photograph that because that's about the only way I'm going to remember that.
B flat, C, F, C, E flat.
Yeah, I'm glad someone's a musician in the game. Because have you got that?
1 second. I gotta write the order down. It's fifth, that's first. That's fourth. That's second. That's third.
The pianist
But
beat
you've
the
got
trumpet player.
Yeah. Octave C's, E flat, down to F, down to B flat. Okay, yeah, I think I got it.
This is going to be hard, though, especially over the stream, because I suspect the sound does not sound perfect. But at least what I'm going to argue.
Well, no, the keys are
Yeah, but I think we have to.
keys are so you can match it on the code thing.
Right, so one. So
You're docking a bit for me.
So it's going to be one.
That's one. So now we got to go find that same sound over on the board. No. No. About-ish. Check it on the keyboard. Do not have perfect pitch.
Yeah, that sounds the same to me. So two.
And now an octave up for the second one. Which really means nothing to you, but...
I mean, I know in theory it's a harmonic. Is that it?
Sounds like a fifth.
No, that's higher, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's lower.
Hit it again.
So that's
Yeah,
two, right? I think.
Yeah, it's a little bit lower. That's it.
Yeah, but, so the stream sadly got a bit of lag, so people are, yeah, helpful, but
Now up a minor third.
so that's going to just be.
Mm. That's it.
Cool.
No. Back up. That's it, I think.
Yeah, so right. So that's three. So four
then
is
F.
that right?
Maybe up one, I'm not sure. Check again. It's close.
I think this is why the keyboard's here, though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
ooh, that's a bit higher, isn't it?
Up a little bit. Yeah.
Ooh, please don't have reset the puzzle.
Well, now you've done it.
No, it's kept it.
Down one. Up one. I think that's it.
That should be F. Which was it? Yes, that's the same.
And
Last
then
one.
the last one is down a fifth to low B flat.
Why has that become a problem now? Low B flat. So
That's it.
did something. And there's the book. I hate sound puzzles. I've got two musicians on chat. It's the only way we're getting there. No, I think that was really good of them to put the piano there. There's no way I could have done it for piano. And to be honest, you could count the notes on that thing if you were stuck enough.
Yeah.
Because they weren't like stupid 0.3 of a note or something, because nobody does that. So we have a choice, I think, this point. I think the main thing I need to do is, well, yes, people do it with musical instruments, not of my type. Not Western stuff. Stream.
I can't remember the composer's name, but he wrote a piece for pianos tuned in quarter steps. It's actually kind of really neat to listen to. Now I have to go Google that because I'm annoyed I can't remember his name. He's a very famous American composer.
There was somewhere I was reading.
Turn of the century.
You can tune a piano, so instead of using an octave, use like 72 note. segment, and that gives you loads of different harmonies within the 72 notes of your octave. And people do this for fun. Right, we have a choice. And I guess it's down to chat and you, Matt. Where do we go? Not the tree. With boat, gears, rocket ship, or not tree. We could do the tree. It's just squeaky and annoying.
Boat, gears, rocket ship, or not tree. I vote for the one that's closest.
I think I've just gone equidistance to all of them. There's a boat. We can see the boat, but probably rocket ship is closest.
All right, let's do that.
So we're going for rocket ship, and that's for chat catches up. Probably just delayed a few seconds. Rocket or gears? Got 2 votes for rocket. I'm here. I'm ready
Charles
to go.
Ives, that's who wrote the piece.
Ooh. Got funky video. Yeah, because this whole... I was getting into this because it was talking about why you get notes which are double sharps and not just the note that that would be, and being told it's because string instrument players are annoying. I guess trumpet people might care as well. I know you've... Trombone, I'm thinking of, isn't it? Where you can actually choose any note.
Yeah, well, trombone has infinite adjustability because it's a slide instrument. So you are, although you teach positions that are rough approximations of where the notes are. And this is an interesting thing too, because of course the whole idea of the keyboard, the piano, is that it's a tempered thing. So it's inherently a compromise from the actual perfect tuning that you can achieve with instruments.
Yeah, and that's what we
such as it is.
And that's why double sharps can mean a harmony rather than a temperament note or something. That was as far as I got.
Well, the keyboard, right?
The keyboard can't do it, but someone playing a violin might want to.
If I'm playing a chord perfectly in tune with other instruments, the root is where it is. The fifth is a little bit sharp. The third is a little bit flat. And it makes a resonance. It creates additional sound waves. You can hear extra notes. Actually, if you play intervals, if you play like a fifth perfectly in tune, you can actually hear the third above it.
Yeah.
Because the sound waves, you have interference, but some of them reinforce and create these extra peaks that you can hear. Like if you're close enough, you can actually hear extra notes than the ones that you're just playing, the two instruments. So to play perfectly in tune with other instruments is constantly to be adjusting based on what part of the chord that you have. But you can't do that on a piano. So every note on a piano is a slight, tiny bit of a compromise to be able to work in all the different keys.
So what you're saying is pianists are wrong all the time.
Very slightly wrong. On the other hand, all you got to do is that to get the right note. And it's a bit more of an acrobatic exercise than a lot of the other instruments. So, yeah, you pick your poison.
You pick what you enjoy, don't you? That's the point. Right.
Yeah.
We have a world. We have a rocket. It looks very like where we were. I just walked forward and I found a door. Oh, I walked past the door. And that's what I got. But I was interested in the whole piano stuff.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a bit of a tangent there, but it's really fascinating because if you the overtone series, so like if you have a piece of string 10 feet long, you divide it in half, you get the same note.
Yeah.
Divide it in half again, you get a fifth, then you get a fourth, then you get a third, then you get a minor third, then you get another minor third that's slightly out of tune, then you get a major second, then you get another major second, then you get another major second, each slightly out of tune, then you get a minor second. And at that point, you can start actually playing chromatically. But they're not perfectly in tune with the same notes you'd have on the piano. And that's, what is it, Pythagorean? I forget where that comes from. But the generation of the overtone series is like a whole fun physics music overlap.
And this is Bach, isn't it? It's when they start using the current temperament. So pre-Bach.
Yeah, it was... They figured out how to be able to play in more keys than just the 2 or 3 that they normally played in. And that's because like Baroque trumpet pieces, for example, were actually played on trumpets that were pitched lower so that they could access the overtone series where you didn't need valves because they hadn't put valves on trumpets yet.
Yeah. And then they invented
So
them.
all the handle and all the stuff like that, if you hear it played on period instruments, they're actually these really long trumpets. And they gave them finger holes to sort of help adjust the different keys. And then they had crooks to put them in, usually it was C, C and D were the two keys that you tended to play in the most. And then E flat after that. And then at a certain point, they just got used as basically kettle drums by the time you get to Mozart.
Yeah, no, I hadn't thought about trumpets evolving because presumably at some point you just have lots of trumpets. Have an orchestra.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was oh dear.
This is not notes.
Yep.
That's a train.
Train whistle.
So this is very similar to what we did before, but with non-musical notes.
Yep.
So I'm guessing we don't have the solution for that just yet. This is not... The graphics here are noticeably dated. This is like... Obviously struggled to make ground. Okay, I think this is where we do actually manage to get lost, having said it's not a game you get lost in. So there's the door, there's a rocket ship. Some steps that way and some steps that way. Well, let's go for these steps. Ooh. Down there.
Oh, hello.
There. I don't think there's any other choices, at least. Nope, not much of a choice. There's a watery noise. And a switch. Ooh. And a blue page.
Oh, hello. That blue page has to go back to the blue book.
Yep. Which is not a trivial thing to do right now.
Which will happen as soon as we work out the rest of this whole puzzle, which could probably only take a couple of minutes, I'm guessing.
We say that, but I think this is a big puzzle we have to work to find. So we have water.
Yep.
And it's got an on-off switch. Let's turn it on. So there's
Maybe we just have to put them in the thing in the order that we cut them on.
Maybe there's a satellite dish there as well.
Chat paused due to scroll. What does that mean?
I don't know what you've done to your computer. I haven't seen chat for a while.
We had some from New York, and I totally missed them because I got all excited talking about music.
I've got another chat here. Yes, I know. So, yeah, last thing was Chris and Kim on my chat. Cool. Ooh, that's not my window. That's my stream. Okay, can't look at. I want to look at what this thing is. So
what is this thing?
Okay. Chat pause you scrolling. So chat window is scrolled, so not moving. You need to scroll to the bottom to get it moving again. Thanks, tech support. You'll get your cookie. Never, because they don't post. But you get a moral cookie, Chris. Ooh, we have.
What would you call that? Fire.
Earth, wind, water, fire. It's going to be.
Earth, wind, and fire. Now there was a band.
I was thinking of Captain Planet. Oh, hi, Pandemonium. It is a great game. But I don't know what I'm doing. Ooh. So that radio dish is pointing to this island we cannot possibly get to.
And yet, somehow.
We will get there.
Yep.
A clock?
Looks kind of broken. Right.
Hmm. Not looking good. On the clock sense. Ooh, we've got 2 ways to go. Ooh, no. Oh no, where am I going? There's a clock. Let's go back to the clock. I'm going to try and go this way, yeah. It wasn't large, you were just small. Don't make me feel bad about how computers work. Ooh, there's a pink piece of paper. Ooh, and you followed me, so you, yay!
Yay.
Follows are always good. Makes me smile. I'm only like a million miles away from getting any money out of Twitch, and then I'm still a million miles of actually getting any real money out of Twitch, so we're not going to worry about that. Right, so these are crystals, aren't they?
Yep.
Though that looks more like an obelisk, but I think that are generally crystals. Ooh, I obviously put down the...
As long as you
Hey.
recognize the symbol in case we need the symbols.
Oh yeah, the old monitors were huge. They were like, yeah, CRTs were terrifying. But they're also amazing because they're basically giant electric guns, like electron guns.
Yes.
I mean, the fact that we were allowed to have particle weapons from sci-fi movies around the house.
What could possibly go wrong? I was actually having a chat with someone today about Hall sensors, and we got on the subject of perfluorocarbons and the fact that people were really trying to use them for saturation diving to breathe liquid instead of compressed gas. And I'm just marveling at that. What do we call that? Wind?
Yeah, have you seen The Abyss?
I have indeed, and I mentioned that the person I was having a chat with, didn't know the Abyss, but he thought that was very cool, and he sent me an article about an inventor who was working on making that be a thing. And I guess the Navy did some experiments with it at some point, but I could find nothing about it
I thought that
on
was a
Google.
real scene. I thought that was meant to be the thing, was they actually had the stuff for the mouse.
The mouse thing is absolutely real, 100%, because they've done that.
Yeah,
I don't know if they ever got people to do that.
I think it trashes your lungs, would be my guess. They're not made for that. Ooh, I've turned the switch on down here.
Oh, but you know what they do absolutely use that for is super preemie infants whose lungs haven't developed surfactants yet.
They put liquid
They
in. Cool.
actually use that as an intervention, and gosh, I can't remember the percentage recovery rate. Went from like 5% to living a normal life to well over 50%.
Wow.
So they do that. There's not a lot of money in it, so there's not much research or development in it.
You
according
are
to the doctor
such a
they
North
spoke
American.
with. Well, I mean, I would personally like to see the technology developed, but it's not, according to the doctor they interviewed, because there's not the kind of money in it that there is in, like, say, antacids.
I'm surprised antacids make a huge amount of money. It's I would say the issue is actually expensive research. Like anything that
Yeah.
requires a decent model, and anything on babies is really hard because people don't generally want you experimenting on babies. Ooh.
You can understand that. Well, what have we found here? Oh dear.
We found the
Well,
letter
I recognize that from my daughter's calculus class.
sigma sum. Ooh, maybe we need to tune this. So we need to get dripping water. So actually that looks like a clock, doesn't it?
I can't quite see the symbols, so I'm going to have to depend on you to visually decode this.
So let's go to the clock thing, because I kind of found that. There we go, and that, for some reason, we pick it up. Is that like telling me to go? Ah, well now we've got a number.
55.6. And that's the third symbol, right?
Yeah, that's the third one.
All right.
Yeah, that's what we're doing, Panda. Yeah, spot on. So this is the, this is the fire cake, isn't it? That was a crystal, I think. Oh, that's fire. Yeah. Fire is 130.3. I really need better handwriting. So water. Where was water? Water was that first one, the little tree island, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's clocks. We found it. I feel like we're around in a circle. I mean, given it's 360 degrees in a circle, I think I can argue I have. That's clocks. That's crystals.
Or 2 radians.
I had a really embarrassing moment trying to work out something in radians earlier.
Oh, radians are horrible. At least I kind of understand them now. Second time through with my daughter's math, but the first time through they were just a mystery to me.
For some reason, I had to work. The requirement for parameter on a centrifuge I was using was how many millimeters per radian.
Oh God!
Well, it's
I already
really,
want to quit and go home.
It's really easy. It's radius.
Yeah.
But I'm writing. How the hell do I measure the curve for like 1 radian? Oh God, because 1 radian equals 1 the radian. Why we just input radius down as everyone else does, I don't know.
Oh, you know, engineers. They like to have their fun. So this is water that we found?
No, I can't find the water.
So what is this that we have found? I can't see the symbol. Is that the obelisk?
That would be... No, that's the fire, it would be. So you've replayed the series all recently, Panda. That's good. Obelisk. So I think we should find them. So that there. That looks like a crystal. Oh, is that? No, that's the clock. Okay, so still struggling on the crystal. The wind was in a tower nearby. Because that's how I got here. You think I just find the clock over and over again? Well, that's where we're going. 55. That definitely looks like crystals there. Can't see the dish. Ah, that's definitely wind at least. So wind is 12.2. There's a 3D version of this as well. Full 3D, but I thought it might go wrong. It does look like a fountain, but I had the advantage that I noted down what the symbol looked like, and it was standing of a hole of wind. So it's wind running through a hole, so it's a wind fountain. So crystals and water we're struggling for, but okay, so there you remember what you found. The other games I really liked were Zork Nemesis and Zork Grand Inquisitor, which are 2 very different games. Okay, so the walls was a forest. I'm going to find that. This is the rocket ship age, clearly. I don't know. So that's the fire, isn't it? Yeah, because that's 130. Is this a sun? Oh, okay. This is what I know. That's fire. That's... So I feel that should be the crystal. Do we maybe not need them more? That's definitely a dish. Have we used that one before though? Yes, that's for the wind one. I'm just going round in circles. So I just... doesn't seem to do anything useful. I'm still missing the water and the crystal.
Yeah. I'm not full of any good advice other than, you know, it's got to be somewhere in the 360 degrees.
I'm looking round and round and round. The crystal's the one that looks most... Have you heard... Where have you heard the water dripping? It was in the forest. Which I can't find. I suppose I could have accidentally not left it on. So that's a fire. It was just... So I have wandered around the island and I found all of them. I've got notes of every single one. But I'm going to just check I've turned them on.
Yep, there's the wind.
So that's wind and that's on is when it's lit up, which makes sense. Because that one's working. So now I need to go all the way back and find...
The water.
And crystal. So crystal.
Crystal. And make sure that we've left them on.
Yeah.
I hear the crystal.
Ah, that wasn't on.
Well,
That would
There
explain
we go.
that. So, and then I think it was along here. So that's that. So this is water. Water was on. But water is a long way away. So that's... water's just behind... It's on that bridge, so maybe that's the problem having with water, is it's fuzzy... Oh no, that's the wrong direction. And are you suggesting it's a mean game that's trying to get me to guess one of them? No, that's the wrong way. Okay, up? Yes. Turn around. There we go. So the crystal, I'm sure I was just messing up on. That's the clock, so it should be here. Ah, there we go.
close.
Click, 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 click. Ooh. 15.0. Right, so the water should be left of this. The water should be there. Oh, is that giving the audio? Crystal. Ah. Interesting. It's doing something. There's an order, isn't there?
Mm-hmm.
Does it matter where this is depending what? It doesn't seem like the angle defines what order it goes in.
I was just assuming the order of the symbols was the order that it goes in, but no. Does it simply go to the one that's closest to it wherever it's pointed?
No. So let's write down that order because that's interesting in itself. So, crystal. That's the first one. Gonna have to do this 5 times. So 2, I think, is water. Final one is clock. So I'm guessing 4 is
4 was
fire.
fire, I think.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if it's just the fact you need to line them all up to get the order, and it goes through the things in the right order, but you don't know what they are until you've aligned them to get the knowledge to go with them, because it doesn't light up the symbol.
Yeah.
So we don't need to, we only need 4 of them. Oh, I just turned the lights off. Oh, I'm sure you. I wonder if. So we can go through that door. I know it's working. Run, run, forest. So this was it. Right, so. Crystal first. I think that's crystal.
Yep.
Water. That's water. Wind. That's fire.
That sounds like...
I think that's a fire more than a wind, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I think so, too.
That's right at the top, that's why
That's it.
fire was down here. The last one was clock. They can't have been worse than Star Trek Borg. On the load times. Chris, that's all we know. Oh, there it was.
That's it.
Ah, so the puzzle was you can't solve the puzzle for all the pieces. Ooh.
Well, this looks like a trip and fall for sure.
Yeah, no socials. Pandemonium. Star Trek Borg was really good. The problem we had was it just fell apart on the VM I was running on, and I still don't entirely know why. I think it must have corrupted its own directory, but otherwise it was good. But for the last 5 minutes, we end up just using a YouTube video. John Delancey is fantastic in it. Right, I just walked down a corridor. I may have missed stuff because I was reminiscing about the last stream. Oh, the loading times of this game. Oh, the loading times of this game were fine, I think. It's a submarine, isn't it? It's an electromagnetic submarine. Whatever one of those is, I just made it up. They're not a person.
That's going to take us over to that island.
No, I went to the island through that tunnel.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, forward did something. Okay. So I'm drawing a map. Oh, that's north. Okay, that's interesting. So we've got a compass. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Ah, so that red means you can't go that way. But you can go that way? Yeah, I was playing Borg in VirtualBox. It needs Windows 95 or XP, and I'm not installing that. West. Do you think we can only go forward from here? I guess we're going north.
So basically, And we can only go north to start, and then I think it gets complicated. I have a vague memory of this.
You obviously weren't drinking enough at this point.
And it's a terrible, awful memory.
Right.
And now we got to find the track we can continue on, I think.
So south obviously goes somewhere. We've just got to see. Oh, can't go forward. I'm guessing it's a maze, even if it hasn't been very maze-like yet. South, so that's just where we came from. Southwest. West. Oh, so we've only got one choice. The funniest thing about actually playing Star Trek Ball Panda was whenever we got to a puzzle which was type a code in, usually it didn't work. So it was like me trying 10 or 12 times just to get the thing to actually accept the code, which caused us to see every single failure and every single witty comment about how bad I was at the game, which was a good problem to have on a sarcastic game. Forward, I guess. It doesn't feel very maze-like yet, though. But it's all like this. It's just tedious, not difficult. It's now going to like have 8 directions and go, haha, I told you. Okay, so I'm going north again. That's where we came from, isn't it? East, yep.
Yep.
It really is just one way, isn't it?
Yeah, I think each time it's one way.
That's... I was expecting...
But there's still some kind of puzzle involved. I just don't remember what it is.
Totally underestimated the puzzle. It might just be an easy beginning as well, just to lure you into a false sense of security. Okay, so this one does have a north. And it has an east. There you go. That's our puzzle right there. South is where we came from. Right, north or east? I'm going to go with east on the grounds that it was the non-obvious one. But there's no logic to that. It might be a double bluff. Be really satisfying if we can finish this in 20 minutes to end on the hour. More east. Not go that way. I'm glad they gave you the compass though. Could you imagine having to do this by how many times you clicked?
Oh, it'd be a nightmare.
Ooh, well, west is where we came from. Also north. Let's go that way, because again, it's not where I think it was obviously to go. And we're at a dead end. Cool. Okay, that's the way we came. I reckon we're going to be able to go west. No, we can't. I thought we might loop back around because that really messed me up. So we can only go south.
All right. So that means that our choice of north. We can back up and try east for a second time.
Seems like the best bet. That's south, yep, that's what we want to do. It's a very satisfying engine noise this it's got. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I think we're going east. Right, let's go. Keep thinking I'm going to click that forward button. Ooh, northeast. That's where we came from. Ooh, or we can go south. I wonder if this was in one of those books I couldn't be bothered to read. We can't get them now.
No, they are
So
no longer available.
northeast or south? Flip a coin, isn't it? We're pointing this way, so let's go this way. Save some
Which
time.
way did we go?
Northeast.
All right.
I think it's less likely to work because it's more convenient. Ooh, the tracks.
Oh dear. Everyone hold on tight.
Did you see the thing about theme parks opening and they said don't scream on the rides so you don't spread COVID?
No, I did not see that, but sigh.
So we can go north.
I'm just going to go with sigh and leave my comment there.
I think that's a good
So we
thing.
have
Playing a fun game, we don't need to
yes.
fix the world. So we have one going north from this place, one going southeast.
Which is the way we came.
That's interesting.
That's back
because we wobbled
because
all
we
over
came
the place.
northeast.
Yeah.
We came northeast, so southeast is just a return trip.
Wouldn't it be southwest would be a return trip though?
I'm sure, yeah. What did I say?
You said southeast would be, but I think we turned around. I didn't spot that. I just measured what direction we were when we came in. Because it was a curved track, wasn't it? So I think the southeast is the way we came, even though it doesn't make obvious sense. So I think that's just a curve. Right, well let's go north. Even though I'm not convinced that's the right way to go now. Because unless that was to mess you up, so when you looked around you found. So north. We went north and stayed looking north. South is the direction. So yeah, it's a dead end. Haha. They tricked us. So the next one is south, and then we want to go southeast. So southeast would be... Could be that way, could be the other way. Ooh. Yes, that was challenging. So I reckon we're not going to come in pointing southeast. I reckon we're going to, because we go around these corners. So yeah, the only dead end we haven't gone down is the south here, and that original north I went, oh, we definitely should go east because that north is too obvious. So
Yep.
yeah, we're now pointing southwest, which means we came in northeast. Okay, so now we need to point south, which is this way. Let's find this one. Go south of the one that had the curvy option. Ooh, we can keep going south apparently. Standard, have a look, see. Oh, that's where it came north, yeah. Getting excited there for a moment. East. So east or south? Actually, no, I'm making up. Was there south? Yeah, so east or south. We're pointing south, so let's go that way.
Wow. All kinds of twisty turnies on that one.
Okay, south. Probably dead-ended us, but we'll see. And we came in south, didn't we? So that's just by the twisty turnies.
So that was west that was an option, yeah.
Was west an option? I didn't
And
spot
then I thought it was.
that. Yeah, that was. I missed that.
Shall we see where it goes?
Well, I'm just going to finish going right way around. Because otherwise my map is incomplete. That's north, which is where we came from. So yeah. So west is the only option. My map, this is heading back over the start. Ooh, more twisty. I think a twisty is a good sign, right? You're going somewhere interesting. Maybe. So we're now looking south, which is interesting.
Yep.
We have an option to go southwest. Option, no, that's not an option. Option to go north, which is where we came from. As far as I understand. Southwest would go. Right, I only found a north and a southwest, and I'm going to head southwest.
All right, sounds good.
Another twisty turn. Ooh, faster as well. I'm glad we did a map. So we're still looking southwest. This is one of the most time-consuming, frustrating puzzles of all time. That's good to know.
That's what I remember about it.
So
It took us ages to solve it. But I don't remember how we solved it, unfortunately.
Well, there's some connections we just haven't gone down, so... Okay, that's northeast, so that's where we came from.
Right.
And there's east as well. So I've got an east and a west on my diagram. Oh, and a south. You'll likely end up mapping the entire thing before you figure out. Does that mean there's a catch? Does that mean we're going to end up? Or does that mean we're going the wrong way? Right, well, was the only way to win not to play? Was that the answer?
No, there's definitely a way to solve it. I just don't remember,
We're
unfortunately,
going west.
how it was solved. I didn't know that west was an option.
It's sound based. Oh, that does sound familiar. Ah. It's, yeah. Hey, that sounds familiar now. Can't remember what it was about it. So there's a west, there's a southwest. Ooh, no, did I miss that? That was the south as well. Yeah, I haven't been clicking that red button at all, so that's probably my fault. East. That's where we came from. Northwest. Okay, there's a lot of stuff coming off here. Save yourself times. I recommend going back to the beginning if you can and note the sound that is the correct sound. Yeah, I'm tempted to say that too. So let's go back to the beginning because I think we're going. So the way to go back to the beginning would be to go east.
Or you could hit the backtrack button.
No, the backtrack I just think go backwards. I would expect. What do you think is?
Don't know.
Oh, true. So
I think if you hit backtrack enough times, we'll be back where we started. That's what I figured.
yeah. See if it turns it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, that's probably the safest way. It will take a while. Take us to the end of the stream. So that made a noise. And it did make it last time. It made a real noise. That's a fair point, because if you went blind to this maze, you'd be totally lost. Oh, so that went bong.
Mm-hmm.
So can you do, I wonder if you can do this by mapping the whole maze, or whether there's going to be a point where it just cheats.
Don't know. I just remember spending hours trying to figure it out the first time.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have got that sound thing without our wonderful chat.
It is the advantage.
Okay, that makes a different noise.
Yep.
But how can I get to the mechanical age to get those sounds to get in the right order? The good thing is I think I saved before we came here, so I can save here and we can always pop into another age if it's
Okay.
if we need the sounds. So that went bong again. I should probably be writing down what the sounds are, but I've lost because I just used backtrack. I don't know.
Well, I assume when we get back to the very beginning, we can play this sound before we go, and that will be the correct sound. But apparently we need directions from the mechanical age.
I thought they were all self-contained, so that's a bad memory by me. Yeah, no, I did say, oh, I don't think you want to see me live stream book reading. I know it's a thing, but it's not really my thing. It's good to know it's a puzzle that beats us.
Yeah.
We're doing a bit too well there. That's a boing noise. Okay, I think I know where we are now at least. I think we've got another 2 stops. It's a nice ping there.
Very satisfying, that ping.
Might have to read the books offline. Let me do like bring. Ah, so you're saying the noises tell you which direction you need to go.
Yeah.
They're not just like you're right or wrong. So I need to find the crib sheet. In the mechanical age, when you rotate the platform, each direction will make certain noises when you stop on it. This is why you read the books. Ah. Thanks for that. But that said, we can probably work out the noises a little bit from this, because if it's a place you can only go one direction from, yeah. So ping means north. And the bring noise, I mean, the trouble is that they're not easy noises to remember. Means okay. Right, well, it is 11 o'clock. So that means, as much as I want to now crack that, that's the perfect point to save. Until next time, as they say. So, thank you for everyone who joined us. That was good fun. Especially big thanks to Panda for actually, making us
Knowing what knowing what they were about. Yeah.
Yeah, one person you're doing, and yeah, reading the books, that would have been sensible. So yeah, thanks that.
No.
Because it's Easter, I'm not going to be streaming for a couple of weeks, but then we'll come back and I'll find a time for Matt to join me again, depending on his schedule too, because it's very busy. If you enjoyed Matt's great trumpet chat, you can find him not talking about it on the Myst Apex podcast, isn't it?
That's correct.
Because you normally do F1 chat.
I do that too. Yes. Many, many things.
Many things. Well, thanks for joining. That was good fun. And yeah, catch you all soon. Bye.